The muscular system is our next body system, and muscles are found throughout your body. There are muscles that pump blood through your body. The heart is a muscle. There are muscles that help you to breathe. Your diaphragm is the muscle that helps you to take air into your lungs. Muscles help your skeleton to hold you upright. They also allow you to move. All animals except the very simplest of invertebrates have muscles for movement. So the muscular system is made up mostly of muscles that allow your body to move and be flexible. If they're not moving your body, they're moving something inside of your body, like blood or food. So muscle is a tissue that contracts and relaxes and makes movement possible. It's made up of muscle cells. Those cells contain special proteins that allow them to shorten and lengthen. So there are three types of muscle tissue. We've got skeletal muscle, we have smooth muscle, and we have cardiac muscle. And each one of those types of muscle have a specific function. Now, we say that a muscle is called a voluntary muscle if you are able to control it. Skeletal muscle is a voluntary muscle. And then if you're not able to control it, we say it's an involuntary muscle. So it's not under your control. And smooth and cardiac are involuntary muscles. You don't have to stay up at night going, okay, heart, it's time to beat. Okay, it's time to breathe. These are involuntary. You're not in control of them. Now, you can hold your breath temporarily, but eventually you go back to not thinking about it and it happens on its own. Same thing with like blinking. You blink naturally, but you can try to hold your eyes open as long as you can, but eventually it goes back to being involuntary. So when we look at a picture of smooth muscle, they're fibers, and all these little black dots are nucleus. They're spindle shaped, meaning they're fat in the middle and thin on the ends. So if we were to draw them, they would look kind of like this. Okay, and then, so this is the middle, and here's the ends, and they all form together, kind of like the threads in yarn. They're kind of twisted together. So we're going to look at smooth muscle, which is found in and around your internal organs and some of your blood vessels. It helps move material through your body. So your arteries and veins have a layer of smooth muscle that contracts and relaxes and moves the blood through them. You also have some smooth muscle around some of your digestive system, your stomach and your intestines, that squeeze the food along with gravity through your digestive tract. We have cardiac muscle, which is kind of striped or striated. That makes up your heart. It's a special kind of muscle tissue that never gets tired. The reason it never gets tired is because it has a whole lot of mitochondria, which are releasing energy, and your heart doesn't stop until the end of your lifetime. In fact, usually that's how we know that somebody's dead. Okay, their heart quit beating. The contractions of your heart muscle or your cardiac muscle push the blood through your body. It pumps it around your body. It's involuntary. You don't consciously control your heart. You can speed it up by exercising, and you can slow it down by getting calm and meditating and deep breathing, stuff like that to slow it down. But pretty much it does. It's going to keep going without you thinking about it. Skeletal muscle is what most people think of when we say muscle. It's the muscle that is attached to your bones. Now, it is attached to your bones by a tough strand of tissue called a tendon. And tendons attach muscle to bone, ligaments attach bone to bone. When your muscles contract, it shortens and it pulls that bone into one direction, and then the other muscle relaxes and extends it out. We call these flexors and extensors, pairs of muscles. So like this would be your bicep, this is your tricep. So As the bicep contracts or gets shorter, your arm comes up, and this muscle is relaxed. This one, it's the opposite, for it to extend. Okay, so we're going to take a few notes. On page 25, I've went ahead and glued mine, but you probably want to write yours first and then glue it. Muscular system. Two categories are voluntary, which means you are able to control those muscles. You choose when they contract or relax, and that's your skeletal muscle. And involuntary, you are not able to control them or choose when they contract and relax, and that's your cardiac and your smooth muscle fibers. Three functions. The main one is movement of the body. And by contracting and relaxing your skeletal muscles that are attached to bones by tendons, can move your body. By contracting and relaxing, cardiac muscles can move the blood through your body. So we're going to put pump blood. And then by contracting and relaxing, smooth muscles can move food through your digestive system. So help move food. All right, so if we were to summarize that, we would put it into this table. So we would have the three types of muscle tissue: our skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. And our location of skeletal muscle is throughout the body or attached to the bones. And they are voluntary. Cardiac muscle, of course, is the heart, and it is involuntary. You can't control it. And then smooth muscle can be found around blood vessels and digestive system. And it is involuntary. There are a lot of muscles. A lot of times their names are related to the bones that they're attached to. We're not going to memorize any of the muscles, but there are a lot of them. So thankfully we have a lot of muscles, and you can build your muscles by working on strength and conditioning, and that will make the muscle, you will create more muscle tissue.